Frank Kelly reading a short script, Ethel Bloom and the Bees. Interior room day. A wooden box. A woman's hands, scraped, dirty from dried soil, like a gardener's hands, place items in a box. Photos of a beautiful woman. Letters bound in ribbon. A notebook. Inside are thoughts and memories. The lid is closed. The box has slid under a bed, feet leaving. The door is closed. Exterior garden, dusk. Light shines through the long grass. In the clearing at the end of the garden, a woman works, tending to beehives. Ethel Bloom, 39, looks tired and older than her years. She pours smoke on a hive, then carefully removes a frame filled with honey. It's not yet dark. A lavender sky. A light on the porch draws moths. Interior kitchen, evening. Ethel scrapes the honey from the frames into a tray. Exterior, the back of a pickup. Morning. A case of jars filled with honey rattle. The label reads, Bloom Honeybee Farm. Exterior, general store, morning. Ethel is parked outside the general store. Both her hands are on the steering wheel and her head on her white knuckles. Interior, general store, morning. The shopkeeper, an older woman with white hair, looks out the window. She watches as Ethel finally steps out of the truck and gets the case. Interior, general store, morning. Ethel places the crate on the counter. The shopkeeper notices Ethel's hands. They are covered in bee stings. Ethel awkwardly hides them behind her back. Shopkeeper. Is everything all right, dear? Ethel starts to get agitated. Fine, She quickly leaves the store. Interior truck, morning. Ethel is driving, holding back tears. Exterior garden. Ethel is tending to one of the hives when a delivery man calls from the fence. Delivery man. Excuse me. Ethel. Yes? Mrs. Annette Brown? No, she's not here. How can I help you? I have some cases of glass jars. I'll be right with you. She sets the smoker down and meets him. While she is gone, the bees fly around the hives. The sun dances through the smoke in the leaning grass. Ethel returns, but does not take the smoker. By now the bees have woken up, and when she lifts the frame from the hives, the bees swarm around her, angry and defensive. Ethel, ah! She backs away, swatting the bees as they come at her. She trips backwards and falls into a hive. It crashes into another hive and both smash to pieces. Their inhabitants attack. Ethel runs for cover. Interior kitchen, day. The door slams behind her. Several bees are still on her. She swats them away and runs upstairs. Interior bathroom, day. Ethel slams the door. She has lost the bees but is covered in stings. She looks in the mirror. Her face, neck, shoulders and arms are covered in swollen red blotches. Ow! She says. A sudden dart of pain. She lifts her hand. There is a bee stinging her. She lets it sting her. Interior bedroom, evening. The box. The door opens. Ethel walks toward the bed, bends down, reaches under, takes the box. She sets it on her bed, runs her sore hands over the lid. She takes a deep breath and opens it. She looks at the contents, trying to remain unmoved, but the tears come. Exterior garden, night. The hives are quiet. A single light shines from the window. Interior bedroom, morning. Ethel is asleep, curled around the contents of the box. The letters all open, one still in her hand. She wakes, sits up. She clutches the letter she is holding to her chest, then quickly packs up the box. She finds what she is looking for, a card, Devon Hives, with an address and phone number. Exterior, front of house, day. A truck pulls up. Maisie Devon, 40, steps out, dressed in jeans and a dirty t-shirt. Ethel meets her on the porch. Maisie. Ethel Bloom? Ethel. Yes? You call about the beehives? Oh yes, thank you for coming. They're right back. She walks to the back. Maisie follows. Exterior, garden, day. Ethel and Maisie stand over the hives. Maisie, they got a good going over. Ethel, can you fix them? It might take a few days. You need them in a hurry? No. I'll take them back to my shop. She begins gathering the wood. Ethel bends down to help her. Maisie notices all the stings for the first time. They were sure pissed at you. I'm okay. Let me give you some ointment. I'm okay, really. It's nothing, it's my own recipe. It's much better than the store. I said I'm okay. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Maisie is taken aback. Ethel gets up and walks to the house. Maisie watches her. Interior house day. Ethel watches Maisie close the back of her truck, go to the cab, take something, and leave it on the porch and drive off. There is a glass jar on the top step. Ethel leaves it there. Interior bedroom night. Ethel is tossing and turning in the bed. She kicks the covers off and scratches at the stings. God damn it. She gets up. Exterior porch night. The jar. Ethel's feet walk up to it. Stop. Her hands scoop it up. The feet go back inside. Interior bathroom night. Ethel begrudgingly applies the wax-like substance to her stings. She breathes a sigh of relief and begins to apply it to the numerous stings on her body. Interior workshop night. A warm light. Maisie places the hives on the bench. She removes the trays. Many still have honey inside. She dips her finger and tastes it. She closes her eyes. That's good. She places it in the bin and starts to work on the hives. Interior kitchen day. There is a knock on the door and Maisie gently pushes in. I should put hello here. So I'm going to do that quickly. Maisie. Hello. She finds Ethel sitting on the floor crying. There are several smashed jars of honey. She rushes to help her. Oh my goodness, are you hurt? No, just stupid. Maisie helps Ethel to a chair. She takes her hand. There is a bee stinging her. You don't have to let them sting you. Maisie gently takes the bee, carefully pulls it out, sting attached, and lets it go. It flies out the door. She wets a cloth and washes the honey from Ethel's hands. Ethel. I'm sorry, you must think I'm a klutz. Every time we meet, I've just broken something. No. How long have you been doing this? Not long. Wasn't there another woman who lived here? She bought the hives. Yes, that was my wife. She died. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. No, that's okay. You didn't know. They were her bees, and she loved them. I just couldn't give them up. Do you enjoy it? When you're not being stinged, I mean. Or when they're not stinging you, I mean. I don't know. It's just something I do. You do it well. You think so? Yes. I've been doing this most of my life, and I've never tasted honey that good. I've never tasted it. You're kidding. You've never tasted your own honey? Ethel shakes her head. Maisie spies a jar on the counter and opens it. Ethel shakes her head. No. You've got to. Really. It'll make you feel better, I promise. Maisie dips the spoon in the honey and holds it up. Ethel opens her mouth. Maisie puts the spoon in and Ethel closes her eyes. She takes hold of the spoon, pulls it out through her closed lips, turns it over and puts it back in her mouth. She takes the spoon from her mouth. A tear rolls down her cheek and she opens her eyes. Ethel. It's sweet. Maisie smiles. Ethel smiles back. Exterior garden day. Ethel and Maisie place the new hives. They are laughing. The sun is going down. The bees are coming home. The end.